Hi everybody, this video is going to be a bit different from what I usually do on my channel because today I want to talk about YouTubers who unfairly use other people's content and lie to viewers just to get as many views as possible. I can't stay silent about this any longer, and you need to know the whole truth. One of the hottest and most popular topics lately has been the divorce of Sheikha Mahra, the daughter of Dubai's ruler, Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum. This news became the biggest story in the Arab world because Sheikha Mahra got divorced just 1 year after her wedding and only 2 months after the birth of her daughter. As you remember, it happened in a very unusual way. She told her husband on Instagram 3 times, "I divorce you," which is extremely rare for Muslims, where only men typically do that. Even more surprising is that Sheikha Mahra maintained a high status in Dubai, retained custody of her daughter, and was fully supported by her father. On top of that, Mahra started a new business. She launched her own perfume with the provocative name Divorce. According to one version, the reason for the divorce was her husband's infidelity. In her Instagram post, Sheikha Mahra wrote, "As you are occupied with other companions, I hereby declare our divorce." This sparked many rumors that Sheikh Mahra was unfaithful to his wife. Unfortunately, many content creators shamelessly spread rumors that have nothing to do with reality. For example, a channel called Crown Buzz released a video titled "His Infidelity Revealed." The thumbnail for this video shows Sheikh Mahra next to a blurred-out woman, supposedly a secret mistress he cheated with. But you will not see Sheikh Mahra's alleged lover if you watch the video, so the thumbnail is pure clickbait and a shameless fake. Another channel called Picture Perfect released a video titled "This is why she divorced him." The creator of this channel went even further, using Photoshop or artificial intelligence to create an image of Sheikh Mahra with his supposed mistress. Needless to say, this image is also just a fake. What really upsets me is that the creator of this channel made a thumbnail in my style, yellow, black and red colors, in the title. Why couldn't they develop their own color scheme for the thumbnail? Why are they copying and repeating my design? This really surprises and frustrates me. There is also an even more popular channel called Buzz Story, which has 90,000 subscribers. It also posted a photo of Sheikh Mahra with his supposed mistress. The video says, "Sheikh Mahra indeed has another woman, a slender beauty with whom the sheikh spent much time." However, this photo and this information are 100% fake. Even if Sheikh Mahra has a mistress, no one knows what she looks like or who she is. These kinds of channels are spreading complete lies. And can we even be sure that Sheikh Mahra has a mistress? We only know for sure now that Sheikha Mahra wrote that her ex-husband spent time with other companions. We also know that Sheikh Mahra has recently been closely associated with the well-known business coach Andrew Tate. This man is famous for his controversial views on male and female relationships. For example, he believes that a man can cheat on his wife and have as many partners as he wants, while a woman must remain faithful to him. Tate has promoted misogyny, which led to him being banned on several social media platforms. It's possible that Sheikh Mahra shares his views, but again, this is just speculations. At the moment, there is no solid evidence of Sheikh Mahra's infidelity, and everything these low-quality YouTube channels post is pure speculation. But one channel particularly stood out for its lies. It's the channel Emma Stories, which has released several videos about Sheikha Mahra's divorce. The most popular video, which has gained 1.5 million views, is titled "The Shocking Divorce of Dubai Princess Sheikha Mahra." What exactly happened? It's hard to believe, but in the video they claim that Sheikh Mahra supposedly wanted to take a second wife. It's even funny to discuss because it's complete nonsense. Everyone knows that Sheikha Mahra grew up in Greece as a Christian in European traditions, and she would never agree to be a second wife, and it would be bizarre if Sheikh Mahra offered her to become a second wife. Another video from this channel is titled Shocking News. So this is how Sheikh Mohammed punished Sheikha Mahra's husband after he cheated on her. In the video, it's claimed that the ruler of Dubai supposedly exiled Sheikh Mahra to the UK as a form of punishment. But the most ridiculous part of this video is that the thumbnail shows Sheikh Mahra behind prison bars, which gives the false impression that Sheikh Mahra is either imprisoned or is about to be. Of course, all of this is entirely false. Sheikh Mohammed did not punish Sheikh Mahra in any way. Moving to the UK was likely Mahra's decision to avoid unnecessary attention. You probably know that Dubai sheikhs love spending time in the UK and own a large amount of property there, so London is one of their favorite places to stay. So the fact that Sheikh Mahra went there for a while until the buzz died down is not surprising at all. Sheikh Mahra has long-standing ties to the country and often traveled there before. There are no official statements suggesting that Sheikh Mahra was removed from business in Dubai or that he was exiled. Therefore, such claims are complete lies. But is it true that Sheikh Mahra is facing any punishment in Dubai? According to Dubai law, if one spouse cheats on the other, the adulterer faces punishment, and it doesn't matter whether it's the husband or the wife. However, in practice, punishing someone for cheating is very difficult because you need to find at least 4 witnesses who can confirm the infidelity. You also need photo and video evidence of the affair, and these proofs must be obtained legally, which is extremely hard to do. Who would want to testify against Sheikh Mahra, who is wealthy and influential in Dubai? So the information that Sheikh Mahra has been or will be punished for infidelity is unlikely to be true. Unfortunately, many YouTube channels are speculating on the topic of Sheikha Mahra's divorce and spreading complete lies. These channels, especially low-quality channels like Emma Stories, cannot be trusted. In addition, I want to point out that the person running Emma Stories is dishonest. This channel was created several months after mine, and since its creation it has wholly copied my style and approach. The channel also duplicated many of my videos, repeating everything I did word for word. I've long contacted the creator of this channel and asked them to at least change the style and color scheme of their thumbnails to look a little different from mine, and I got the response, "I'm just making money." But one day I ran out of patience when I saw that Emma Stories had copied many of my videos, making only minor changes by swapping words around. I filed a complaint, and YouTube took my side, removing several videos from the Emma Stories channel. The channel received a strike, and the creator of Emma Stories sent me a tearful letter. You'll be surprised to learn who the actual fraud behind this channel is. It's not Emma from the USA, as it says in the channel's description. The channel is actually run by a man from Morocco. Of course, I didn't withdraw my complaint against this channel because it's run by a significant fraud who not only tells his viewers false information to make money, but has also completely faked his identity, pretending to be someone he is not. However, Emma Stories is still active, releasing videos that entirely copy my style, repeating my ideas and narratives word for word. He voices his videos with a robot because I guess he is embarrassed to show his natural face and voice. This thief could not even develop his own design for the thumbnails. He simply copied mine. Because of this, I had to completely change the style of the thumbnails on my channel because I wanted to be unique. With this video, I wanted to warn you that many channels spread false information, and it's becoming more challenging for me to compete with them because they are willing to publish any lies and nonsense just for money and views. Remember, there is a lot of deception and falsehoods on the internet, and not everything can be trusted. That's all for today, and thank you for watching.